you can say we have an affiliation with Ibrahim alayhi salam. And the Jews will say Ibrahim alayhi salam is our forefather. Ibrahim alayhi salam is a Jew. He was Judaism, Jew. The Christians, they would claim in Medina that Ibrahim alayhi salam is a Christian. He's our forefather, our ancestor. So Allah revealed this ayah in the Quran in Surah Al-Imran, Surah 3, verse 67. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala very categorically denied this to the Jews and Christians of Medina. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, مَا كَانَ إِبْرَاهِيمَ يَهُودِيًّا وَلَا نَصْرَانِيًّا وَلَكِنْ كَانَ حَنِيفًا مُسْلِمًا. Ibrahim alayhi salam was neither a Jew nor a Christian. But he was what? Hanif Muslima. Hanif bhai hai idhar? Is brother Hanif here? A lot of people, they name their children Hanif. This is where the word is in the Quran, Hanif. Anybody know what Hanif means? Yeah.
Hanif means it's like a prophet Ibrahim.
Yes, it's like Prophet Ibrahim, but what does it mean?
It means like the Hanif is like the leaf.
Caliph? No, not Caliph. Hanif means someone who only believes in one God. One God. Monotheism. Someone who believes in one God. That's it. No partner, no children, no son, no family, no daughter, nothing. And Allah says, Wahid, Hanif. ما كان إبراهيم يهودي ولا نصرانيا ولكن كان حنيفا مسلما. Allah called Ibrahim alayhi salam Muslim. What did Allah call us? The Ummah of Muhammad sallam. Are we Muhammadi people? Who are we? What did Allah call us? No. Allah called us Muslim. In the Quran Allah says in the ayah, Huwa sammakum muslimin. Huwa sammakum. Sammakum means He named you. Huwa. Allah named us Muslim. We are very happy to be called Muslim because Allah gave us this name. Huwa sammakum Muslim. Min qabl, Allah says, from before. Yani Ibrahim alayhi salam was also Muslim, Muhammad was a Muslim, and we are also Muslim. So Ibrahim alayhi salam was neither a Jew nor a Christian, but a monotheistic, someone who submits to Allah. And who is a Muslim? Muslim is someone who aslama. Aslama means to submit, surrender. Literally means surrender. Like you put your hand down. I surrender to you, Ya Allah. You are my master. You are my Lord. Whatever you say, Ya Allah, I will do. And that is why Ibrahim alayhi salam was given this title of Muslim. He surrendered his will to Allah. Allah demanded him his son, he gave his son. Allah demanded him he leave his wife and son in the desert, he leave his wife and son in the desert. Allah demanded him to go and give da'wah to his father, Azar, he did that. When the father said, get out of my face, get out of my face, Ibrahim, or I was the arjumannak. Allah says in Surah Maryam, Allah says that the father of Ibrahim alayhi salam, he was so upset, he said, Ibrahim, get away from me, otherwise la arjumannak. Rajam means stone. So the father was so upset with Ibrahim that stop giving me da'wah, stop telling me about Tawheed, oneness of Allah, otherwise I'm going to stone you. So Ibrahim alayhi salam was tested in how many ways? Number one, with his father, giving da'wah to his father. Number two, his son. Allah demanded, give me your son, he gave. Number three, his wife. Allah said, leave your wife Hajar and baby Ismail in the desert. بِوَادٍ غَيْرَ ذِي زَرْعٍ بِوَادٍ غَيْرَ ذِي زَرْعٍ. This is the ayah. Allah says, Ibrahim, leave your family, leave your wife and kid over here in this valley where there is no zara, there is no greenery, no agriculture. Meaning no food. No food, no water, desert. He did not even say, oof. He did not even say, Ya Allah, how is my son going to eat? How is my wife going to eat? No. This is the meaning of Hanif Musliman. Never question the order, the authority of Allah SWT. And that's why Hajar alayhi salam, she said, where are you leaving us over here in the middle of the desert? There's nothing over here. Nothing over here. What are we going to do? He said, Allah told me I have to go. I have to go. This is imtihan, this is test. Tested with father, tested with wife, tested with son. 3 different tests Allah tests with Ibrahim. This is his legacy. This is his legacy to teach us a lesson that, oh insan, ya Muslim, you will be tested in these 3 different ways also, like we tested Ibrahim alayhi salam. So Hajar said to Ibrahim alayhi salam, Allahu amaraka bihada. When 2 Hamza come together, Allahu, Allah, the mud becomes longer, elongate. Allahu amaraka bihada. Did Allah order you to do this? Leave me, your wife, and your newborn baby Ismail here in the desert? He said, Bala, yes. So then she said, see, this is the wife, the tarbiyah. Husbands, are you listening? Hello? Husbands. If you have to do the tarbiyah of your wife. You are the mentor of your wife. Have you been doing tarbiyah of your wife or no? He said she do it. She do tarbiyah too. In some house, it's reverse swing. You know, the ball swings this way or ball swing reverse swing. So in some household, it is who's the boss? Reverse swing. In some house, it's forward swing. But this is an example that the الرجال قوامون على النساء. Qawam doesn't just mean in terms of money, you spend money on her. Qawam doesn't mean that you just keep giving order. Qawam also means murabbi, tarbiyah. You know the famous hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam? He said to the men, rijal, in the masjid, he said, whatever you listen from me, Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, in khutbah, in waz, in bayan, go back home and teach your wife. Teach your wife what you learned from me in the masjid. This is the hadith of Rasulullah. He said that. So we see the tarbiyah of Ibrahim alayhi salam to Hajar. When she got the answer, then she said these beautiful words. إِذَنْ فَلَنْ يُضَيَّعَنَ اللَّهُ. If Allah ordered you to go, Ibrahim, and leave us here in the desert, then He will not waste us. ضَيَّعَنَ اللَّهُ. He will not destroy us. Go. Fi sabilillah. In fact, this is the hadith, or this is the incident that our brothers from Tablighi Jamaat tell their wife. Ibrahim alayhi salam left his wife Hajar and Ismail. Bye-bye, I'm going for 3 days, I'm going for 40 days. And if the wife say, where's the food, where's the rice? Well, see, look at Hajar. You are Hajar now, be like Hajar at home. Well, today's Hajar is very modern. She has a cell phone, she has a car keys, she can drive. She don't need the husband. Let the husband go for tabligh, 40 days, no problem. You are Hajar. You're not the Hajar of 1400 years ago in the desert. In fact, one brother told me, my wife is very good. She always let me go in tabligh. I said, do you know what's happening behind you over there? He said, I don't know. As long as I'm in the tabligh, that's fine. She can be having a party, no problem. Shopping, party, everything, now is everything credit card. The men, they look at the text, $450. Okay, $337. This is the condition of the men, am I right? Some of you are smiling, laughing. This is the daily story. Don't worry, Imam is not different from you, same story. This is important to understand how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tested Ibrahim alayhi salam. And look, when Allah tests somebody, He replaces with barakah. Look at the biggest barakah. Every time we go for Hajj and Umrah, we are benefiting from the fadail of Hajar and Ismail alayhi salam. We drink Zamzam. Zamzam came from who? From the test of Sayyidina Ibrahim alayhi salam with his son Ismail. If he did not leave his son and go away for the mission of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah would not have given us the Zamzam. Second thing, we do Safa and Marwa, we cut the hair over there, and then we open the ihram. This Safa and Marwa we're doing for who? In the footsteps of Hajar. Hajar alayhi salam is running and running. So every time the Muslim in Umrah or Hajj are doing Safa and Marwa, they're remembering their mother, Hajar alayhi salam, that she went through so much hardship. She went through from this mountain, that mountain, this mountain. So you are Muslims, remember the sacrifice of Ibrahim, remember the sacrifice of Hajar, remember the sacrifice of baby Ismail, that he was rubbing his feet like this. When he's rubbing and rubbing and rubbing, and the mother is running and running on the mountain, Allah give barakah, water coming forth. Miracle. Subhanallah. Thousands of years. Islam is only 1400 years. But Ismail alayhi salam was way before Muhammad sallam, way before Islam. So thousands of years, Zamzam is coming. You know why the name Zamzam came? Because when Hajar saw water, pool of water around Ismail, she stopped. She came running from Marwa all the way down over there, and she saw the water coming and coming and coming. She got scared, it's going to be a big flood. So she said, Zam. Zam. Zam means stop. Stop. So Allah withheld the water speed. The speed was very fast, like this, gushing forth. So when she said, Zam, Zam, stop, stop, it became slower. Since that day, we are drinking Zams. Who didn't drink Zamzam? Raise your hand. Who didn't drink Zamzam? Who didn't drink Zamzam? Isma Shoya. Listen to the question first. No, you also drank Zamzam. Your father gave you Zamzam. So, who did not drink Zamzam? We all drink Zamzam. Every time you drink Zamzam, remember Hajar alayhi salam. Every time you drink Zamzam, remember Ismail. Thanks to Ismail, Sayyidina Ismail Islam, the great-great-grandfather of Rasulullah sallam, we are drinking from Ma Zamzam. And look, Zamzam all over the world now. You can go to the halal meat store now, they have Zamzam bottles over there. All over the world it's traveling. Why? The legacy of Ibrahim alayhi salam. Allah teaching us a lesson. You sacrifice your life, you sacrifice your wife, you sacrifice your son for me. I will give you such a remembrance that until Yawm al-Qiyamah people will remember you. That is why Allah said in Surah Al-Imran, Surah 3, إِنَّ أَوْلَى النَّاسِ بِإِبْرَاهِيمَ لَلَّذِينَ اتَّبَعُوهُ وَهَذَا النَّبِيُّ وَالَّذِينَ آمَنُوا مَعَهُ. Allah is saying that in the awla nas, the people who are the most deserving to be called the follower of Ibrahim al-Islam, لَلَّذِينَ اتَّبَعُوهُ, are the people who followed Ibrahim al-Islam in that time when he was alive. وَهَذَا النَّبِيُّ, and this prophet of yours, Allah is referring to Muhammad. He did not take the name of Muhammad احتراما, from honor. Allah did not take his name. He said, وَهَذَا النَّبِي, this Nabi that you have, or Jews and Christians, this Nabi you have in front of you in Medina, he is more deserving of Ibrahim than you two people and the Christians and Jews. What is the lesson that we learn from the legacy of Ibrahim al-Islam? Allah tested him with his father. He's giving da'wah to his father. Oh my father, stop making these idols. Come to Islam. Come to Tawheed. Come to Allah. What is the lesson Allah teaching us? Many of us Muslims, we may have a father or mother who doesn't pray. We may have a father or mother as Muslim who doesn't fast Ramadan. And I've met so many people. So many people I've met in my life who said, Imam Sahib, my father doesn't fast Ramadan. You may be surprised. What? Doesn't fast Ramadan? Yeah, I don't know. Please give me some advice, Nasiyah. What should I do? Because it's very difficult for a son or daughter to give da'wah to father or mother. Very difficult. Am I right or wrong? Because you have to have ihtaram. You have to have respect. You can't be aggressive. You can't be bossy attitude. Dad, you gotta fast. You know, haram. You're going to Jahannam. If you say like this is khilaf al-adab. This is very bad. Islam did not teach us this mannerism. Even if a father or mother or uncle or aunt or grandfather, grandmother, dadi, nani, dada, nana are not on Islam, on deen of Allah, we are restricted with respect and honor to give advice in good way. Because if we do in a bad way to the father or mother and say, oh, you're not praying, you're Jahannami, you're not praying, you're going to go to Jahannam. If we say like this, Allah will punish us. That is why Allah showed in Surah Maryam the mukalama, the hiwar, the conversation between Ibrahim a.s. and Adar, his father, that how you're supposed to talk. He said, Ya abati, lima ta'budu ma la yasma'u la, ma la yanfa'u la yadhurruka shay'a. Oh my father, why are you worshipping something that cannot benefit you or harm you? Oh my father, why are you worshipping something that is not even listening to you? So he was giving advice, oh my father, oh my father. And then he said, oh yeah, my dear father, come to Tawheed, come to oneness of Allah. Then his father said, stop Ibrahim, I will stone you if you don't stop this, and get away from me. Leave me alone. So then Ibrahim al-Islam stopped and he left. So Allah giving us a lesson that if you have a father or mother or uncle or aunt in your family who is not on Islam, who is not practicing Islam, you have to give da'wah like Ibrahim al-Islam, with patience, with sabr, with forbearance, so that the person can understand. Second thing, Allah is also giving us a lesson from Ibrahim al-Islam with Hajar and wife, that when you have to go for the sake of Allah, you have to travel for da'wah for the sake of Allah, you can leave your family, no problem. Allah will take care of the family, just like Allah took care of Hajar and Ismail al-Islam. Third lesson Allah teaching us from the son of Ismail, when Allah asked him, فَلَمَّا بَلَغَ مَعُ سَعْيَ. This is Surah Safat, Surah 37, verses 99 to 105. Allah is saying, فَلَمَّا بَلَغَ مَعُ سَعْيَ قَالَ يَا بُنَيَّ إِنِّي أَرَى فِي الْمَنَامِ أَنِّي أَذْبَحُكَ فَانْظُرْ مَاذَا تَرَى. And when the son is able to walk, فَلَمَّا بَلَغَ مَعْهُ سَعْيَ. Sa'i, like we do sa'i between Safa and Marwa. So sa'i means that the child is not big enough, the boy is not big enough to walk. See, Allah could have asked Ibrahim al-Islam that when newborn baby Ismail was there, sacrifice your son. Go take your son, sacrifice it. Allah could have asked that, but no. Allah waited and waited and waited until Ismail is big enough. بلغ معه سعيه قال يا بني إني أرى في المنام أني أذبحك. Ibrahim al-Islam said, oh my beloved son, I saw in my dream that I'm sacrificing you. فانظر ماذا ترى. So see, what do you see? Even in this Amr, Ibrahim al-Islam has respect and honor. He did not say his son, come on son, we gotta go sacrifice you. Allah gave me this order. No. He's saying, فَانْظُرْ مَاذَا تَرَى. What do you see, oh ya Ismail? And Ismail al-Islam, who was nurtured by Ibrahim al-Islam. He was رَبَّيْتَ فِي بَيْتِ Ibrahim. Ismail al-Islam, he is nurtured and grown and mentored and coached in the house of Ibrahim. Look at his kalam. Look at his words. يَا أَبَتِي إِفْعَلْ مَا تُعْمَرْ سَتَجُدُنِي إِنْ شَاءَ اللَّهُ مِنَ الصَّابِرِينَ. Oh my dear father, go ahead and do what you have been ordered to do. He did not say go ahead and do what you want to do. Which father wants to sacrifice his son? Which father wants to kill his son? No. He didn't say, dad, do what you want to do, or do what you feel like. No. He said, إِفْعَلْ مَا تُعْمَرْ. تُعْمَرْ, ordered. Dad, do what you've been ordered to do. سَتَجِدُنِي إِنْ شَاءَ اللَّهُ مِنَ الصَّابِرِينَ. You will find me, O Father, from the patient one. I will reinforce you. I'm ready to follow the order. That is the son. Obedience. Submission. He knew that his father is a Nabi. He knew the dream of the Anbiya is a Wahi, revelation, hukum. There's no way he can say no to Allah. So he did not tell his father that, Father, can you talk to Allah and ask him to reduce this order? No. He says, Satajiduni inshallah min as-sabirin. You'll find me from the sabirin, oh Father, let's go ahead and do. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, فَلَمَّا أَسْلَمَ وَتَلَّهُ لِلْجَبِينِ وَنَادَيْنَاهُ أَنْ يَا إِبْرَاهِيمُ قَدْ صَدَّقْتَ الرَّأْيَ وَفَدَيْنَاهُ بِذِبْهٍ عَظِيمٍ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying that when Ibrahim al-Islam put his son Ismail on the ground, this is the big test. Biggest test that a father can go, you have to put your son down. Just visualize, there are many fathers sitting here. You have sons who are 2-year-old, 4-year-old, 5. Imagine you are putting a 5-year-old son down on the floor, on the ground, you yourself. فَلَمَّا أَسْلَمَ. The dhamir here is the dhamir لِمُثَنَّى. فَلَمَّا أَسْلَمَ. Allah is saying when both of them submitted. The father submitted willingly and the son. Yes, Baba, I'm ready. Let's go. Do what we have to do now. فَلَمَّا أَسْلَمَ وَتَلَّهُ لِلْجَبِينَ. Jabeen is, this is called jabeen, forehead. It is mentioned in the riwayah, in the hadith of Rasulullah, when explaining this, he said that our father Ibrahim alayhi salam, he put Ismail with his face up, his back on the ground and face up. The son said, Father, put me head down, put my head down, put my jabeen down and my back over there facing you. Because how can you put the knife on my neck and I'm looking at you? Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Subhanallah. فَلَمَّا أَسْلَمَ وَتَلَّوْ لِلْجَبِينِ وَنَادَيْنَاهُ. Meaning Allah is saying the moment Ibrahim lifted the knife, he did not even put it on the neck, he lifted the knife. وَنَادَيْنَاهُ. Allah said, we called Ibrahim. قَدْ صَدَّقْتَ الرُّؤْيَا. You have fulfilled the dream. That's it. That's all I wanted. Allah is saying, that's all I wanted to see. Your readiness. Your readiness for the hukum of Allah. You're subservient to Allah. I don't want to get your son. I don't want a father to lose his son. I don't want a father to put the knife on his son. No, this is not Allah. Allah is so Rahman, so Rahim, Al-Wadud. Allah who loves his slave 70 times more than a mother loves a child. You think Allah wanted the son of Ibrahim? No. This test was, Allah said, Inna hadha lahu al-bala'um mubin. This was an extreme big test from Allah to Ibrahim. Qad saddaqta ru'ya. You have fulfilled the dream. That's all I wanted from you, Ibrahim, Allah is saying. Wa fadaynahu fidya. You know we give fidya in Ramadan? People who cannot fast, people who are old or sick, you give fidya. Because you can't fast, so you give fidya. That same word is used here. Wa fadaynahu. بِذِبْحٍ عَظِيمٍ. Dhibh means sacrifice. So Allah is saying, we replaced your son with an animal. You sacrifice the animal, Ibrahim. Leave your son. Your son is mahbub to Allah. Your son is going to be a nabi. And your son's great-grandson is going to be rahmatul lil alameen, sayyidul mursaleen, imamul anbiya, wa khatamul nabiyyin. This is the legacy of Ibrahim alayhi salam. He was ready to sacrifice his son. Allah said, forget about this. Until Qiyamah, all the Anbiya who are going to come are going to be from your sons Ibrahim. So our Prophet Muhammad is also from Ibrahim alayhi salam. And that's why he was given the title of Abul Anbiya, the father of prophets. In other words, Allah is teaching us a lesson that when I ask you to do sacrifice, when I ask you to compromise, when I ask you to give something to the deen of Allah, I will make your whole khandan, meaning your whole family generation to come until Qiyamah full of barakah. Like who? Many of you have seen some that drama called Urtugul. You've seen that Turkish drama Urtugul. The dua of the father of Urtugul, Osman Bey, I believe his name was Osman Bey. Some of you have been to Turkey. I haven't seen the drama, but I know the history. The Ottoman Empire, you know how the Ottoman Empire in Turkey came? Because the great-grandfather, he used to make dua in tahajjud. Ya Allah, make from my progeny, you know progeny? Nasl, or offspring. Make from my nasl Khalifa on this earth. So every Khalifa that came from his bloodline. From the line of Usman Bey. Every. इसलिए कहते हैं दुआ में बड़ी ताकत. We say that the power is in dua. Never underestimate dua. Especially fathers and mothers. And especially grandfather and grandmothers. If you are a grandfather or grandmother now, make dua for your future khandan, future generation. आने वाली नस्लों के लिए दुआ करें. इब्राहिम अलैहिस्सलाम ने दुआ की, उनकी आने वाली नस्लें जो है क़यामत तक कितनी माजूर. So much barak. So same thing with the Ottoman Empire, Khilafa Osmaniya. Osman, he made dua that, oh Allah, make all the Khalifa that will come to rule here on this earth, Anatolia, Turkey, from my family. Allah, listen to the dua. So every son, every grandson, every nasl coming, and look how much barakah Allah gave. 700-800 years they ruled, and it's all from one family, one lineage. यानी इसको अगर आप उर्दू में अगर ट्रांसलेट करें, या अल्लाह ताला मेरे आने वाली नस्लों को अपने दीन की खिदमत के लिए इस्तेमाल कर ले. ये बेहतरीन दुआ है. Which is in Arabic, O Allah, استخدم أولادي وحفادتي والنسل في خدمة الدين. Oh Allah, use all my children in the future generations for the service of your deen. This is the dua of Ibrahim alayhi salam. This is the dua of Khalifa Uthman Bey, now the Ottoman Empire, that Allah gave barakah to the Ottomans so much in Turkey that they went all the way to Spain, Granada, Andalus, Cordoba, is from his generation, from his family. And they were all the way to the doors of Paris. The door of Paris, they were knocking over there. But then they were backstabbed by the munafiqeen, so they couldn't go to Paris. Otherwise France would have been also with the Muslims. What are we learning from this? The legacy, in conclusion, that the legacy of Ibrahim alayhi salam is sacrifice, qurbani. Not just the sacrifice of the animal, qurbani, sacrifice of your life, of your time, of your family, of your talent, your skills, your money, your wealth, your health, everything. दीन के खातिर हर चीज कुर्बान कर दे. दीन के खातिर बेटे तक कुर्बान कर दी, बीवी कुर्बान कर दी, हर चीज कुर्बान कर दी. For the sake of who? Deen. So the lesson that we learn from the legacy of Ibrahim alayhi salam, that we have to contribute for our deen. What have we contributed for our deen? Ibrahim alayhi salam contributed everything. He sacrificed his father because his father was upset with him. He left, he did hijrah, he left his father. He sacrificed his father. He sacrificed his son, Allah replaced the son. He sacrificed his wife Hajar. He left her in the middle of the desert. Allah accepted that, made the ritual. Remember, there is no hadith that says make sa'i between Safa and Marwa. This was the ritual of Amma Hajar. Bibi Hajar. The ritual of Hajar, Allah loved so much, He made it fard in Hajj. Your Hajj is not complete unless you do tawaf around Kaaba and you do Safa and Marwa. But Safa and Marwa, when we are doing, we're remembering Hajar, that she sacrificed so much. She was running and walking, huffing and puffing, looking for food for her son. Allah को ये अदा इतनी पसंद आई, Allah ने कहा मोहम्मद सल्लम अपने दीन में इसको डालो और अपने आने वाली नस्लों को बोलो कि सफा मरवा में इस तरह सही कर. जब इंसान कुर्बानी देता है ना, तो जिसने कुर्बानी दी अल्लाह ताला को उसकी हर अदा पसंद है. When a person gives sacrifice, then Allah loves every ritual of the person who's doing the sacrifice. Hajar alayhi salam, she just did running between Safa and Marwa. Allah loved this so much, He made it a part of deen. Now it is the deen of Muhammad sallam to do Safa and Marwa. No other deen, no other prophet had in their deen to do Safa and Marwa. Muhammad sallam. And imagine, 1400 years people are doing Safa and Marwa to remember who? Hajar alayhi salam, wife of Ibrahim alayhi salam. Until Qiyamah, Allah knows best when Qiyamah will come. Until Qiyamah, people will be doing Safa and Marwa in the remembrance of Hajar alayhi salam. Until Qiyamah, people are going to be doing Jamrat, Rajam at Jamrat. Stoning. We all know there is no shaitan in that pillar. We know there is no shaitan in that cement building, the pillar over there. But that was the place where Ibrahim alayhi salam threw a stone to... आपके उठाने से पहले मैं खत्म कर रहा हूँ, don't worry. देख ले मैंने, आपके हाथ में घड़ी आ गई, देख ले. So the Jamrat, is the remembrance of Jamrat is remembering the ritual of Ibrahim alayhi salam. Allah loved this ritual, this nusuk, this manasik. You know manasik Hajj, nusuk of Hajj. Nusuk is an app now. That's why they made the app. It comes from the word manasik. Manasik means ritual. Allah loved the ritual of Ibrahim alayhi salam, that his stone is thrown at shaitan. Allah said to Muhammad sallam, make this part of your manasik of Hajj. Let your Muslims, let the ummah of Muhammad sallam throw stones. There is no ibadah in the stone. There is no ajr in the stone, except that we're remembering the legacy of Ibrahim alayhi salam. That when shaitan put waswasa in his head, hey Ibrahim, why are you sacrificing your son? Hey Ibrahim, stop, don't go, you still have time. He threw a stone. Then he walked again. Again shaitan came, waswasa. Ibrahim, one more chance, stop, you can do it. Don't do it. Again he threw a stone. Then another one, third one. Again shaitan come. This time he threw more stones. Get away. I don't want your waswasa. You are deviating me from the hukum of Allah. And that is why we do Jamrat in 3 different places, to remember the ritual nusuk of Ibrahim alayhi salam. Allah loved this so much. Otherwise, this is not salah. Doing jamrat is not salah. Safa and Marwa, it is not salah. It is not some kind of ibadah. It's a ritual. It's a nusuk. It's a ritual that a Nabi of Allah did, the wife of a Nabi did. Allah loved it so much. ये अदा इतनी पसंद आई, Allah ने कहा इसको दीन का हिस्सा बना दो, ताकि क़यामत तक क्या हो, याद दहानी हो. This is the legacy. When you do jamrat, when you do tawaf, when you do Safa Marwa, you are remembering the sacrifice of the ancestors. So when Allah loves someone, He makes their ritual till Qiyamah, long lasting, so people remember. Today, the only ummah that remembers the legacy of Ibrahim is the ummah of Muhammad. Are the Jews remembering Ibrahim like we are doing? No. Are the Christians remembering Ibrahim and his family like we're doing? No. We are more closer to Ibrahim than the Jews and Christians. That's why Allah said, ما كان إبراهيم يهودي ولا نصراني ولكن كان حنيفا مسلما. Ibrahim was not a Jew nor a Christian, but he was a monotheistic Muslim surrendering to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We ask Allah and make dua that Allah give us tawfiq to follow the footsteps of Ibrahim alayhi salam. And we ask Allah and we beg Allah that He also use us for the khidmah of deen like He used Ibrahim alayhi salam and his family. His whole family was used for the khidmah of deen. Oh Allah, use our whole family, our children, our grandchildren, our parents, our brothers and sisters for the khidmah of deen. Oh Allah, make our mention fil illiyin. Oh Allah, make our mentioning of our name in the illiyin, in the righteous people until Yawm al-Qiyamah. And oh Allah, give us the tawfiq to sacrifice our livelihood for the sake of your deen, Rabbil Alameen. Oh Allah, accept all the sacrifice that we have done, accept all the work that people have done in this masjid and any masjid in this country, Rabbil Alameen. Oh Allah, give them the barakah in their health, in their wealth, in their children, in their families. And Allah, those people who build this masjid and have passed away, give in their grave, in their qabr, nur, Ya Rabbil Alameen. Give them sukoon in their qabr who have built this masjid and all the masajid in this country, Rabbil Alameen. Oh Allah, use our children who will come until Yawm al-Qiyamah. We don't know how many nasr will come from our family, from our lineage, but you know, Ya Allah, very well how many of our family will come until Qiyamah. Use each and every one of them for the khidmah, for the service of this deen. Use them for the spread of this deen in this country, in this society, Rabbil Alameen. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. ربنا لا تزغ قلوبنا بعد وهب لنا من لدنك رحمة إنك أنت الوهاب. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. وصلى الله على محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم وعلى آله وصحبه برحمتك.